Hello everybody, it's the 21st of June 2015. It's Dan here from Essex, United Kingdom. Just want to do a quick update video on some grafting that I've carried out this year and last year. So what we'll do is we'll start off with this. This is a Lord Lambourne. This is an apple, Lord Lambourne, and it was grafted onto an M27 rootstock using a form of cleft graft. Now an M27 is otherwise known as a minaret, okay, so it's like a column tree, generally grows sort of straight up or vertical with spurs on it, where which the tree will then fruit. So you can see here, that's where I grafted it. This was, I believe I grafted this early spring last year, so you can see the cut. You can see that's the end of the scion, and then last year's growth went from here all the way to, I would say, probably about here, and then it's carried on up here. Now it's done to a degree what it's meant to do, because minaret is meant to be like this. You can see a spur has come on here. Now this did have some blossom on it at the start of the year. Naturally, obviously this can't support any real fruit yet because it's a bit spindly looking. So what I'm thinking about doing is end of the growing season, cutting it off the top, and then hopefully next year it will encourage it to thicken up a bit. Now obviously it's not in the best soil here. I need to repot this, which I'm probably going to do tomorrow, into maybe a 35 litre pot with some better soil in it. And you can also see here, this was another variety I grafted onto it. This is a Winter King. I put this on earlier this year, and you can see I made the graft there. I've not took the tape off yet, but you can see it's still alive. It's taken quite well. The scions there, that's leafed out, and it's also started to put some growth on there, and that's a success really. So all being well, provided this tree survives and does fruit one day, it should have Winter King and Lord Lambourne on it, which I'll be very happy with. So back to the original scion, the Lord Lambourne, you can see it's also put out some growth here. This occurred last year, this bit of growth, and then here it's put out some sort of little spurs, if you want to call them that. So this should be, be quite exciting to see how this one does. So that is Lord Lambourne and Winter King. Okay, this is another one. This is Winter King, and this is, I grafted this late spring last year, Winter King, onto this M26 rootstock, which is otherwise known as a half standard. So all being well, this will be quite a nice sized tree one day. So again, I used a form of cleft graft. Graft union is quite good, and you can see end of the scion went here, so it's just there, and you can see the growth is quite thick growth, which I'm quite happy with. Last year's growth ended about here, and this is now this year's growth, so I'm quite happy. I potted this into quite a nice growing medium. In here is potting compost, horse manure, calcified seaweed, fish blood and bone, grow more, and a bit of coffee ground. So that's you can see it's put out some good strong growth, which is probably what I need to do with the tree I showed earlier, just to sort of encourage it to thicken it up a bit. So this is Winter King. I'm hoping next year to maybe get some one or two apples off of this. That'd be quite good if it does. Winter King, of course, is a very useful apple to have because it's a long keeper. So if you store them correctly, wrap them up in newspaper, keep them dry and cool, you can be eating these well into the following year. So that's a good one. And this also is a very good one indeed. Now, this here is variety Court Pendu Plat. Just here now, oldest known apple in, believed to be the oldest known apple in cultivation, and it's a very good apple, and it's got good disease resistance. So I wanted this to take particularly, and it has. So there we go. That's there. You can see that it has got some little leaves on it, so I'm quite happy about that. Obviously this is going to be, it was quite a small scion, but I was just extremely grateful that I managed to get some. So that's looking quite good. That's Court Pendu Plat. And here we go, on the same rootstock last year. This I believe is also M26. I grafted a Winter King on it. So there we go. It's also got Winter King on. So this will have Winter King and Court Pendu Plat on it, which, you know, these are two very good apples. I mean, Court Pendu Plat, of course, you know, good strong disease resistance because it dates back to times before there were sprays and stuff. And Winter King a long keeper, so I'm extremely happy with that. And hopefully one day we'll get some fruit off of that. Of course, some other ones from last year. We've got another Winter King. We've got Peas Good Non-Such. Not put up amazing growth, but I'll leave it, see how he does. And this one here is also Peas Good Non-Such. This is quite a good one actually. It's put up a nice scion and I am happy with it. Now it wouldn't be right if I just showed my successes. Now I tried to graft some onto this using I believe splice grafts. I can't see where they are exactly, but either way, the grafts that I did on this this tree failed. In fact, sorry, no, that's the wrong tree. That's why I'm trying to find them. I can't see. Here we go. This is a Bramley. Now I tried to graft onto here a Winter King. That failed miserably. And here a Court Pendu Plat. That also failed. But I have one Court Pendu Plat which is taken, and I'm extremely happy with that. Okay, now grafting, in my opinion, is definitely a thing that is worth learning how to do to preserve other varieties. Also, to add varieties to your collection, you can graft different varieties onto different rootstocks or onto different trees, so you can have maybe 2, 3 or 4 even different varieties on one tree. This is particularly good if you don't have a lot of space, or you indeed want to sort of just have one tree but with many different varieties on, and it can also be good for cross-pollination as well. So I hope that's been useful, and if there's any questions, post below. Thank you. Oh, I should also say, the scions that I got them from Mr. Stephen Hayes from the Fruitwise. So just put in Stephen Hayes on YouTube and you'll see his channel. It's very informative and it has a lot of different sort of aspects of orchard keeping. He's got a good delivery as well. I quite like listening to his speeches on his channel. So if there's any questions, please feel free to post them below and check out the Stephen Hayes Fruitwise channel. Speak soon. That's a banana tree. Japanese one, eh? Frost resistant. Dies in frost but then grows back.